Hello everybody, here's a French Bull. Hope you are doing good. Um, so again, I'm gonna do I'm doing a recorded video because I'm still out of my office. So I'll be back next week to do live streams when my internet connection will be better. In the meantime, well, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, like usual. So we still have several scenarios, as always. Main ID, I'm not gonna repeat that again, but we are looking for this range to be a wave 4 of the move from 2019 low 3, and this to be a wave 4. I'm still questioning if this wave 4 was finished in January at that low, or if we still have another leg down to come. I still believe it's possible we have another leg down. So we're looking at this wave 4 as a flat, either finished here, either maybe an expanded flat, or alternatively a triangle. So scenario 1. None of the scenarios are in order of the one I like the most or anything. It just, yeah, just a number. And in fact, the scenario 1 probably not my favorite. I'm gonna repeat it, but yeah, we have a wave 4 that is pretty long in time and in length compared to the wave 2 here. So it is always iffy to count wave like this. We like to have some kind of symmetry, but nonetheless it is a valid one. So with this scenario, we will be looking at this wave 4 to be finished, and we started wave 5. So we have what I believe to be an impulsive move down. I think we have one more leg down to finish 5 waves, which will be wave 1 of 5, of this 5. So then we'll be looking at a corrective move and wave 3 and a wave 5. Knowing that the target should be between 29, potentially down to 20k. Scenario 2 variant, where we are looking the same at scenario 1. I mean at a expanding diagonal, expanding flat. Difference is, yeah, trying to foresee something that have more symmetry, and an ending diagonal here could be nice. So we'll be looking at this as a zigzag ABC. It's a particularity of ending diagonal, where each impulse are subdivided in zigzags instead of 5 waves down. We know that this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it could work both ways, because an ending diagonal can be subdivided in zigzag, but don't have to. It's not a must. And this part is debatable. I like to see it as a zigzag, especially when you flip your chart on a log scale. That's, yeah, what look the best, I will say. So in that case, we'll be looking at this completed 5 to be wave A, wave B, and wave C. Scenario 3, one I like. pretty much. So it's a variant of an expanding diagonal, expanding flat, there. But yeah, subdivided in WXY. So this being an ABC. Here we have a WXY. And we will be looking at an ABC. There is a possibility that wave X is not finished yet. We'll see that in while zooming in. So sub count mine. There's several ways we can count that. You probably already know this is kind of a mess, but yeah. We have a good candidate for a completed correction here, meaning that this high gonna remain the swing high until this low is broken. So okay. Scenario 4, really good candidate as well. Looking for triangle, so it means that the macro wave 4 is not finished, but the low would be here. We could say wave D is finished here already and we're doing a smaller triangle like this, but for the mean of symmetry, harmony, I will favor another move up to finish wave D, meaning that this part still being this price action is still being part of a corrective move, but unfinished one. It could be, for example, a WXYXZ with still X to be finished and Z as well. It's a small issue I got with this. Well, we need to be able to read a corrective move for the X, and for now it is looking much more like an impulse. And I mean, we could see flat, maybe something that wave X can finish later. Meaning that this impulse will be just the first wave of a correction. Alternatively, well, a WXY, simply. Just here we count WXY for the W. The same way we need to have a corrective move to finish X, and then we'll have again a corrective move to finish a Y. We have a few more alternatives. Yeah, scenario 5 is the one that say correction is finished here, and we started the microwave 5 is gonna break the all-time high. This scenario will mean a 1-2-1-2. It will be mostly invalidated if we breach these lows, and again we will need to be able to count this as corrective. It's always possible, but not my favorite one. Now we have another alternative here for the mid time frame, something that work quite good and would fit several scenarios here. Higher time frame. It's the idea that we have a flat here. So this flat, in that case, could become a wave 2, a wave B, or a wave X. So for example, if we started of our wave 5, our microwave 5 from here, well, we have wave 1 and wave 2 then. And that would mean this remain valid as long as this low is not broken. As a flat here where it is, I would not expect this low to be taken, but it's possible as an expanded flat. It's just not the place where you would expect an expanded flat for a bullish move. So that would be for the 1-2. It would work for, you know, the WXY here. Would mean that the wave X is not finished yet. I have an A, B, C, for example, or WXY. Difference between the two being this will be either a zigzag, either 5 waves, if it is a C, 5 waves, and a zigzag if it is a WXY. This would work as well for the triangle. Especially if we tie the fib extension tool, depending where it finishes, I would believe that we have at least one more move down still. But in that case, we see the targets between the 1 and the 161.8. So it gives us room to print wave D anywhere. This, knowing that we could be looking at the confluence of POC of this range, one of the high volume nodes. I'm not sure it's a POC anymore. Yeah, high volume node here with golden pocket and the 161.8 extension somewhere in here. So we have many alternatives here. What can we do with this? Well, I can find, the goal for me, as always, is to trade both ways. And we can find confluences between the bearish and the bullish scenarios, where, for example, here, if we are looking at 5 waves, well, the 5th wave remain a good buy. Opinion, it just non-financial advice, as always, of course, but it would remain a good buy, in my opinion, at least for a corrective move if we have to continue down, or in case we do a higher high, and even if we are starting our wave 5, then we will see we should be able to see good signs that we are bullish. I mean, let me rephrase this. I mean, if we have our flat finished and we are looking at the new impulse as wave 1 and wave 2 here, then this would mean that we have a wave 3 starting of the big wave 5. In that case, we should see an increase in volume, in bullishness, in open interest, etc. It should be pretty clear that there is strong bullishness into that trend, not like still diminishing volume or low volume, and no real increase in interest, in open interest. Knowing that most likely we will be seeing a 1-2, still have another opportunity to position more strongly, because we will see in this first wave if there is strong bullishness or not, and the 3 will be the strongest, should be the strongest. So yeah, that's what we got here. What do I expect personally? How things are shaping right now? Well, we're gonna zoom in to see what we can count on this. But yeah, I'm expecting this low to not be breached right away, and I'm expecting a nice bounce. But I think this 42k, 43k would remain good resistance, potentially. I mean, yeah, I could see a move up to the value area high here before continuing down. And my bias remain on the low not being here. But slightly, you know, I'm remaining open to the idea. I will say like second favorite scenario will be the triangle. My least favorite scenario being that we started off our wave 5 and going to the moon right away. So I would prefer to see this low being breached, but I'm remaining open for another move to 50k up to 57, 58. It's quite wide target for now, but hopefully it will become more precise with time. Now, zooming in a bit, there is sourcing. Oh, maybe I got. Where did I lose this? Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in on this chart first. So how I'm reading this. Here we go, wave 4 here. So the idea for me is that we have a 1, 2, wave 3 finishing here, and I'm reading a nice flat here. Expanding flat for the wave 4. Why am I reading this? Well, when you are looking at a for chart online, it's pretty clear. Seems pretty clear that we have a 3 wave move, so it cannot be a 5 in that way. If it is a 3 wave move, and as we have an impulse here breaching here, I mean, it seems reasonable to read this as a flat, which means we have 5 waves coming down still to finish the 5th of this move down. Now to target, what are they? We have the 1-1 extension here. Well, we should expect a lower low, so at least a 0.618, I will say. Seeing the potential liquidity below these lows, I would be looking for 36, about 36, 37 here. And you see the 1-1 extension here. I talked about it is this move projected from this high, and we have the 1-1 extension reaching here, which you know would fit this, yeah, for the flat, if this is a flat. And even if it is not a flat, it remains overall a good target to be aware of, and we have confluence of a swing failed pattern here. When we lose this series of higher lows, it will locally break more or less a market structure. I mean, still have the high, the low, and the high here, but so it would still be a higher low as long as we don't take that one. But you know, on a lower time frame, we have a high, low, higher high, so it would make a low here. So I think there is good potential liquidity, especially as soon as we go below the POC of the range. Usually it brings fear, because if POC or high volume node, because POC is up here, but if price action trades below this high volume node, or I mean, if we have a high volume node here, it means it has been a lot of trading at this level, so there is a lot of people positioned here. So if we go below, it means that there's most likely a lot of people that are underwater. and so yeah, we have a good potential for capitulation, some kind of small capitulation event here. That's why also I reading this as a incompleted 5 waves for now, as my main idea. Now locally it means that yeah, we will most likely be doing wave 1 here, wave 2 can stay in the range before going for wave 3, 4, 5. Could be an ending diagonal or anything. Seeing how deep is first move down here from yesterday high. I mean, yeah, seeing how deep it is, that's where you kind of look for ending diagonal, because otherwise we take the standard target. Let's say we have a wave 1 and wave 2 here. Standard target for wave 3 is way past what we would expect for this wave 5, 6 degree. That's why I'm saying, yeah, it's a wave 5. We have big impulsive move, so why not ending diagonal? Maybe. But it's possible that wave 5 is already here. Anyway, I mean, we could say we have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not pretty, but it works. Or alternatively, Jenny shared me an idea that I find pretty good. It will be a triangle here for the wave 4. And it would shape yeah, something like this. So wave A, B, C, D, and E. So you see, it's not like a pretty triangle, but the rules are respected, and in Elliott wave you don't necessarily need the nice shape of a triangle. We need each wave to respect the rules. So I mean, wave C to not breach wave A, and wave D to not breach wave B, and wave E to not breach wave C. So in that sense, it's legit, and I think we have a shape of a triangle, or something on RSI 1 hour. Yeah, here you see. So for that we have nice confluence, we have contracting volume as well, what we expect, a bit of a spike on the last wave E. And here you see we have our wave A, wave B, wave C, wave D, and wave E, and it breached during the last move down, which would be wave 5 here. So yeah, good catch from Jenny on that count again. I would say it's very valid. The thing is, now that we are seeing this move, I mean, unless we have maybe a flat here, but yeah, will be very much extended. So we will need to be able to read the corrective move here, and how it is right now, it's really looking impulsive. We are losing POC. If we had something more like an A, B, C coming like this, I would say, okay, yeah, it's very legit to look for 1, 2 and continuation, or an A, B, and C. Now with this and the volume, you see the large volume that have been pushing price down from the top and increasing until this bottom here. I believe we will have a 1-2 somewhere and 3 for unworking the 5 here, which means we still have a potential for a nice long. Can take our flip tool, definitely. Right, already at the golden pocket. Okay. Maybe you can take a volume here. So yeah, for this part, we have the POC that is coming down here. So if I take the lens for 1 + 3, project it from proposed 4, knowing that we could still be in wave 4 and down them. But let's assume we have a wave 4 here. Well, you can see that target for the 5th will be the 0.618. So we have a bit of confluence. We have a POC. Well, POC of the range. Of the old range. POC of the little deviation down here. Down there. 886. Anything. So for me, if we see a move down coming here, especially if we can read 5 waves coming down, bit of volume diminishing, divergence building on a, yeah, we'll expect on a 1 hour. Now if we continue down, we could be reaching oversold here, seeing a bounce for the sub wave 4, and then wave 5. Building a divergence, then we could be seeing again a nice bounce for potentially targeting golden pocket. If we reverse, this. Let's say we stop here. Then we have a confluence of POC plus 382, knowing that potentially we could be seeing a larger move as an ABC, for example. Just an idea. For now, we are still in the range, a range that have been established here locally since April 10, 11. That's when we enter the range. So reaching bottom of the range, at least it's not a place to sell, it's a place we should favor along. But I'm not saying that it will bounce. I think we have good confluence for it. But we could really be in a, oops, sorry, we could be seeing a 1-2, for example, and have a 1-2 and continue more stronger down. It's always a possibility. Here we also have confluence of value area low. It will be a bit lower than this, but yeah. The same way we are talking about POC being where people are positioned. It's true as well for value area, meaning that when we going past value area, most of the traders, most of the bulls are underwater. So the bulls of the buyer in this range are underwater. So there is good potential for liquidity. If someone decide to buy the fear, the capitulation point, and just buy it. I mean, it's a buyer just taking profit from the chart because you have already a good profit on this. I mean, 8% in 2 days. It's when you're big traders, if you if you sold the top here and pushed price down, you have good profit. So when the people that long, especially the late one, start to capitulate, you got liquidity to take profit and short. Because when you trade size, it's not only being on the right side, it's also a game of liquidity, and you need liquidity to enter and exit your trades. So that's the idea we should keep in mind. Okay, I think I covered most of it. Yeah, I already talked about the lower time frame. People that are in the crew and watch my updates this week are not surprised by anything, I will hope. I mean, yesterday I said I think we have a good potential for wave 5 to be in, but always I try to give several ideas, and I say for now this part is still sideways. It could really be still a wave 4, and we could still see another move up with a target of the 0.618 here, which is exactly what we reach. So good shot have been taken from me, at least, and I'm sure many people in the group, with our help of me and Luke and Luxury and P and everybody, and every member of the crew that becoming better and better traders every day, being part of this awesome group. So now, yeah, what's the thing? For me, the short have been taken profit. I took profit already. I mean, I'm keeping part of the position open, but I have a low take profit at the POC, spread a bit between POC and the golden pocket. Now the rest I will keep it for the lower target and potentially increase if we are seeing something like this, as I would be reading a 1, 2 and looking for one side, but another taking profit, be looking here at the lower POC. So yeah, that's gonna be it, I guess. Let's take a look here. Finex is positioning on the long side with a bit more than 4,000 Bitcoin. Short is pretty low. I think still we have had a slight increase here. 707 70. So it's not huge. Zoom out. Magic spread. Magic spread is mostly green, but not hugely. We can see here on the enhanced version a bit of volume on this break. So Bitfinex Wells helped pushing through that resistance. That is a POC that we have in the mid-range, and to breach market structure here. Yeah, this signal is to be ignored because it was just Bitfinex that was off for a few hours here, a few minutes. So there is not strong signs of selling from them, but not really strong signs of buying either for now. And if you want to know more about magic spreads, well, there is a video explaining everything with links to this private indicator available for the crew at the Taurus. So yeah, here we go. What do we have next? maybe just a quick look at what, where is my chart? Sorry, I'm messy. Why can't I find it? Yeah, it is that one. Yeah, I repeat that yesterday already. 4 hour with finding resistance first on the 200 exponential EMA. We didn't quite reach the simple moving average, but we knew that area was crucial resistance, and we had confidence of this just simple moving average strategy. On a daily, we rejected from what? The 21. That's what we expect. So we had a move above it, but no close above it. And so yeah, it play as resistance as it should. And yeah, that's most of it. I have a slight bearish divergence. Yeah, I didn't check RSI here. Time frame. Potentially have trend support on 4 hour. Knowing that if we were to I mean, I would expect this to breach at some point, but it could produce as a bounce here that we are looking at for these 5 waves. We could have confidence with this 4 hour trend. See a bounce, see a small bounce of it before breaching this trend. That's what I would expect. So here we go. I hope this was helpful. Yeah, I cannot go over too much data here without all my screens and computer. So it's still a light update, but next week, next Friday, well, next Thursday for the crew, I will be live streaming again, and next Friday we'll have a public live stream again. So in the meantime, don't hesitate to share me your charts, either in Discord, either on Twitter, tag me, ask me anything. I will happily give my opinion about it. And sometimes I'm really happy when I get really nice suggestions that I didn't think about it, that I didn't throw about it. I know Jenny is very active on this, on that, and always have good ideas, but she's not alone. Just the one that sent me the most. So it's always pleasant to work at several people. I mean, having the eyes of somebody else. Sometimes we are too deep on the chart and we can't see everything. Anyway, all that to say, every opinion is welcome, and I will happily give my opinion on your ideas. With that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you liked, comment the video as well. Always helpful. And I see you soon, Monday, for the crew. Bye.